First tip, get here early. So my school has a police academy also. So they're actually running around chanting. Good for them. Another tip, don't talk to anyone before the exam. Unless you know your friend really knows the material, and I would say keep this just to friends, it's best not to talk to anyone because honestly, people will confuse you with the ideas that they have or what they thought they learned or what they think they could remember, and it could throw you off. Because I actually know a few people who were talking to someone and they knew the answer, and then they talked to someone else and then second guess themselves and then put the wrong answer. It's not worth it. So stay in your car as long as possible and don't talk to people. And don't answer texts either. Use this time to study up on like little things. This is not the time where you're gonna like cram anything. This is just to reinforce what you do know. So I actually woke up at 3 a.m. this morning. Just couldn't sleep, and I tend to do that before exams. I tend to wake up a little bit early, and I can't sleep because I get not so much nerves or anything, but I always worry that I'm gonna be like late for an exam or something. So if you're up, just go ahead and study, because what else are you gonna do? And you can always catch a nap after the exam. So hey loves, just got out of my exam. I don't know how I feel about it. Anytime that I've ever felt that I did well on the exam, ended up getting like, you know, like maybe a C or in the 80s or something like that. And the times that I feel like I don't know, I do well, but I really don't know. This exam, it wasn't extremely hard, but it was just a lot of things that I just felt that I was kind of unsure of. I wasn't sure which way to go with the answers. There was like always two that you're kind of leaning towards, and I feel like there was a lot of them that I was kind of like tossed up between the two. So as soon as I get out of exams, first thing I do is I try to remember the ones that I had issues with, and I look it up. So there were 100 questions, and I think that I selected like 30 of them that I was unsure of. So you never know. The test started I think at like 8 something. And we have until 10:45. I was done at 9:45. We have, I think, 2 hours and a little bit of change for that. So I have to sit for a while. But for me, I'm the type of person that if I think about things too long, I'll start changing answers. And for me, it's best for me to just finish it, make sure that all the boxes are filled in, make sure any ones that I left blank previously. Like, so if I feel like I can't understand or if the answer doesn't come to me automatically, I circle it and then I'll come back to it at the very end of the exam after I finish everything. And then I'll spend more time trying to figure it out. If I still can't figure it out, then I'll just do what I'm thinking in my head I think is best, and I'll choose that. And then if sometimes I just absolutely have no idea, I'll just guess, because, you know, that's all you can really do. And then, so at the end of the very end of the test, what I do is I go through each page. I make sure that I filled out the entire Scantron. Then I match my answers to make sure that I didn't accidentally maybe double circle in twice on the previous question and skipped a line. I think that's definitely important because you can make little tiny mistakes, and that could be, one, could throw you off completely for the rest of your exam, or two, it could be a missed point that you could have gotten. So I always double check that. I don't know, people, I don't know. This is like the worst part, is waiting to find out. And the way our school does it is you take your test, and then at the time, once the time ends for everybody, they go and scan it. Then it takes a little bit of time, and then after that, my camera, I'm shooting a video. And then after that, they do a scan, and then we come in, we all meet, and then this is when you find out what you actually got. They don't tell you the score, you just get correct answers. Oh God. What did you think about that exam?
If I needed an 80, I would have failed.
I don't know how I felt about it.
Like, literally, like, I probably could have cried. Like, what the?
Walking out of that final, I thought that I might have possibly failed. It wasn't like... No, it was hard. Everyone I talked to, we all felt that it was kind of hard. But when I walk out of exams, if I feel like I don't know how I did, I'm always worried. I'm like, oh my goodness, I feel like I did terrible. I did so bad. And then it turns out that I actually did fine. So I got an 89. I was 3 points from the highest score, I think. And that is a B. So my final grade is a B. I'm ecstatic. I'm really happy because I felt like all the hard work that I put in, all the sacrificing of my time and studying at my friend's wedding, studying at her bachelorette party, you know, missing out times with my friends, not being there for people, it paid off because this feels so much better. It feels so much better than, like, you know, just going out that one night, or, you know, partying or doing whatever, going to the movies or watching TV shows. Like, knowing that I did well feels so good. So yeah.